Warning, the global elites are going to take your stuff. Hi, this is Douglas Lucky Larson on the Retire Early and Often channel. And if you've been following some of the great thinkers on YouTube and FinTwit, you have seen a lot of attention and alarm about the New World Agenda taking shape with the Great Reset, Build Back Better, Green New Deal, Universal Basic Income, Central Bank Digital Currencies, and all the special social programs that some leaders are hoping will reshape the world. Well, George Gammon, Lynette Zang, and Mark Moss, and others have highlighted Klaus Schwab's agenda for the world. You will own nothing and be happy. It seems that global elites are more interested in control than actually in health, real science, property rights, and individual choice. Well, we can see what they want, but we wonder why they want it, what their core motivations are. Is it just control and dominance like true narcissists and sociopaths? Is it wealth? Is it status on the world stage? Probably all the above. And some elites honestly believe that it's their job, their calling in life to save the world from all the little stupid useless people that will certainly destroy the globe if left unattended and unsupervised, like they are the only adults in a room full of 2-year-olds. Let's see the next slide. What kind of person wants to control others at all costs? One aspect of modern dictators, power-hungry monarchs, despots, and tyrants is that they remove religion and strong family and cultural traditions first. Sure, many religious fanatics have tried to rule the world, but in the last 150 years, since most of us have become, more enlightened, all of the well-known tyrants have removed God and placed themselves there instead, and have often used rhetoric about the common good or for the love of country, the fatherland. And they have at least pretended to embrace science and technological advancement. If they can remove God, a higher power, a creator, the source of life, and the source of your freedoms, then we are not brothers and sisters. And if their core belief is true Darwinism, then they can absolutely rationalize anything that we are seeing. That only the fittest, most evolved mentally, physically, emotionally, by their own definition, should survive and pass on their DNA. Now, most educated people can believe in natural selection, but also a supreme, benevolent creator. However, to completely embrace that every living thing around us has evolved from primal amino acid sludge, and to believe that when you die you are nothing but food for maggots, then you can easily believe that it's only the right thing to do to, say, heartlessly experiment on beagle puppies and bats with deadly viruses to make them gain a function that makes them more deadly, especially to the elderly and infirm, those useful old and sick people. That same belief system can totally explain forced birth control, free abortions, especially for the poor and people of color. That godless belief absolutely led to the genocide of millions of Jews, or putting opposing voices, dissidents, in concentration camps, re-education camps, or harvesting their organs. Now, of course, we think of Karl Marx, Stalin, Hitler, Pol Pot, Fidel Castro, Hugo Chavez, Kim Jong-un, or Xi Jinping, and others. And again, I know the Christian crusaders and Muslim extremists were also evil, okay? And any belief system, whether it's deity-based or anti-deity, can be taken to its extreme. But in the last 150 years or so, it's pretty much been only the godless despots and dictators and global elites that are running the shows. Literally all the shows. The media shows too. They don't want you to believe in a heavenly father, or any other supreme being that might want all of his children to love one another. Nope, they want to divide and conquer, spread fear and confusion and blame, and to look only to them for answers and help. And then they want to get rid of all opposing voices. They say you must believe and bow down to my science, my version of equity, my way to save the planet. Or you must be coerced, shamed, or beaten into conversion, or at least submission. The opposite of this, take a look down in the lower corner here, is to see all people, regardless of skin color, and believe as literal brothers and sisters, united because of human and even divine heritage, and therefore worthy of love, compassion, respect, and dignity. And any help offered in the form of education, resources, health, or even spiritual enlightenment must come from a place of love, and the recipients must have the freedom to accept or reject that help. The Mother Teresa and Florence Nightingale approaches are the only applied philosophies that will save us. Everything else divides us. And when we are divided, we fall. When we are forced or shamed into compliance, there is mistrust and resentment, if not outright war. So, what can you do? First, see through the lies. And as George Gammon always says, stand up for liberty and freedom. He also adds that we need to support free market capitalism. Yes, and I would just add the caveat that if money and success becomes your new god, and you ignore your fellow travelers here on this earth, you are no better than the socialists that want to take away your stuff. In fact, you are the reason that socialists blame capitalism for the evils in society. Now, we can't all serve the sick and the needy with every hour of every day like Mother Teresa did. Somebody has to grow food and give haircuts and raise and feed families. Someone has to provide energy for light and power and provide healthy, quality housing and education. Education. Thank you again, people like George, Lynette, and Mark, and many others. But all these things must be done, like Mother Teresa did, with no prejudice, no dishonesty or gross pollution as a byproduct. You can make a difference, even if it's a small difference, and you'll be much happier doing it. So, along with standing up for freedom and truth and seeing through the lies, what else can you do to protect yourself and your family and our God-given rights of freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Remember, according to the Constitution and our founding fathers, those guys got it right, God gave us our rights. And the government has one job, protect those inalienable rights. The government wants you to believe that they give you your rights and can take them away, especially if it's for the common good. Right? But they are wrong. Let's take a look at the next slide. Please watch my recent video about the latest variant, scariant, mutant virus for some more details about things that you can do. But in a nutshell, you can play by a different set of rules than the global elites want you to play by. Don't play by their rules and become a serf, as George Gammon talks about it. Don't become a debt slave where big banksters can control you. If you do take out loans, margin, or leverage, do it sensibly. Don't buy unnecessary toys, but instead buy assets that pay you or make your life significantly better. Hedge against inflation with locked-in low payments on a home or your rental properties. Grow a garden and have some food insurance in your pantry. And network with like-minded people because we all, well, most of us, actually like to help one another when the chips are down. If you are just a little more self-sufficient, you won't need to get in line with everyone else who might end up begging for a government handout. Look at these long lines. Yikes, this was rationed food during the Great Depression. Soup kitchens. That's no fun. You don't want to be there. You won't need to stand in line for 3 hours at the store waiting to buy toilet paper or canned chili or milk with all the other schmucks in a natural disaster or scariant shutdown. Be prepared, not scared. You don't need to be like a doomsday prepper. I love this. I guess this is a show on TV. National Geographic highlights some of the maybe extreme preppers out there. I don't think you need gas masks, but you never know. In a bunker in your basement, yeah, don't know. But you can be a little more prepared. If you want to dive much deeper into preparedness, definitely check out Lynette Zang on YouTube and see what she's doing to help herself and many others. Chris Martenson is also a fantastic resource at Peak Prosperity. Also, give us a thumbs up and share this video with others. It really does help us to spread the message. I hope to see you on the next video.